Hi everyone, it's Dave Lindop here again from Radiant Innovation. I'm here today to just talk you through my psychological model, which I call the integrated model. It covers other elements as well, notably epistemology, the theory of knowledge, how we come to know things, and also there is a bit of an existentialist position in there as well, in terms of how we drive ourselves, what values we have, and how they influence our behaviour and our approach to the world. So the way it works is individuals are in the middle column, and then they can be plugging into shared facilities, social facilities and or organisational facilities on either side. So up front of house, we have attention and reaction, so the things that we see and hear every day and then what we do about them habitually or instinctively. And the transactions that we have between people in terms of things that we say to each other, which obviously have a huge effect on how the whole thing proceeds. Eventually, people realise, as they become mature, that just reacting to things and doing the first thing that comes into your head isn't necessarily the best way to deal with everything that you might have in your life, and in particular in your working life. And so because we have memory and intuition and we can forwardly project from a given situation and work out what's going to happen next, we can come up with a response, we can come up with plans that are a bit more convincing than just habitually reacting to the first thing that comes into our head. And then we can use that to build collaboration across teams and to build ways of dealing with problems that are much more effective. And all of that is based on our personal objectives and personal approaches, things that we've found have worked in the past. On either side then, on this side, it's about leadership and how the organisation is having its influence upon you. So some of that will come from shared culture and values down at the bottom. Some of that is transmitted through storytelling and mythology and cooperation between people and sharing of things, sharing of an image, sharing of an objective, sharing of a way of doing things, whatever it might be. And then a lot of that is being used to persuade people, to direct attention in particular, but to persuade people to do particular things, to go along with the current plans or objectives of that business or other organisation, whatever it might be. And all of those things depend on tone and style. So the core day-to-day things about leadership are very much about how you interact with other people and the credibility that you have. And those things can be taught. They're not things that are just genetic and you either have them or you don't. They can be taught and at least amplified or helped. On this side, it's completely different. It's about logic and data and evidence, facts, basically. So things like mathematics and science, the arithmetic and the geometry and what have you, maybe a bit of computer studies that children do at school is very much about that. So lots and lots of businesses have huge numbers of graphs and reports floating around because people do have to plug into that stuff to make sure that they're grounded in the right way and are doing something that's at least credible, if not entirely correct. From that stuff, so bits of evidence, bits of numbers, reports and so on, you can start to get analysis and synthesis and interpretation of what's going on, working out through imagination what are the other possibilities, what else could we make happen. And all of that, iteratively over time, starts to become your model of the world, the way that you and or your organisation see things and how different objects and classes, as it says there, processes are integrated with each other. You build up that model of the world and you keep it refined. It's always being tested in real life and you carry it with you. So the key things that I would like to do from this are around how leaders should behave and how evidence and logic and data and reports should be used in an organisation to try and make the general business of the organisation go in the right direction. Hopefully that's made some sense, and when I refer to it in either other videos or elsewhere in my website, you can get a picture of what I'm talking about relatively quickly. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.